Welcome back. And today I'm going to go over a situation where it could be very damaging to the housing market. This is an insurance crisis that we've been hearing for the past few years. Before I proceed, please like, subscribe, and comment below. So you can help me with my YouTube channel. All right. So the headline is this article came from a financial advisor magazine, and the headline is Home Insurance Non-Renewals Could Trigger a Property quote unquote crash, the Senate committee says. All right, this article was dated a few days ago, December 27th. So the rising number of non-renewals of homeowner insurance policies around the country offers new evidence that a quote unquote crash in property values may be looming, according to a report released last week by the Senate Budget Committee. Of course, there are not only in Florida. I know Florida have gone through two devastating hurricanes, Helene and Milton, right? Yeah. And however, there are a lot of weather-related crises throughout the country along the Atlantic coast. We have firestorms, we have hurricane, we have flooding in various areas of the country, not just Florida. Even in California, where I live, there are some areas that have a lot of weather-related issues. So could be devastating. Now, not only that, the way the insurance company, the way they underwrite their policies, especially homeowners policies and flood insurance and hurricane insurance and all that, are not only that's an issue, but another potential event that we may not foresee at this time, which it may come into fruition, is that the mortgage financing. When a consumer try to get a loan, a mortgage loan, for example, they underwrite not only the property, they underwrite the location where the property is located. If a neighborhood are subject to some serious, weather issues, the national lenders, they may not underwrite those loans. If that's the case, imagine how hard it is if the mortgage underwritings are affected by this insurance crisis. So it could devastate the housing market, okay, in certain areas, not across the board, right? Because the national real estate in the U.S. is very large. There are certain geographic areas that may be adversely affected in terms of getting a mortgage loan to buy a primary home or even an investment loan, because of the insurance crisis that's been on the mainstream news for the past several years. All right, so let's go through the article. So just keep that in mind. All right, so not only that, according to the Wall Street Journal, reporting an article recently, we have some issues, right? Climate change driven crisis in homeowners insurance. The cost of taxes also, and insurance now are exceeding surging mortgage payments for many houses. Is it amazing? It's enough to worry about our monthly mortgage payment, which is very elevated as it is because the median price of a home in the U.S. is around almost $400K. If you factor in the elevated mortgage rate of 6.5% to 7%, then you have a very mortgage payment could be around $3,000. And that doesn't even include taxes and insurance. We talk about only the loan itself. Yeah, this is a crisis that needs to be addressed. So that's why, and when you factor in the higher property taxes in certain areas of the country and exponential increases in insurance on top of the mortgage payments, now you know why that is very difficult for the mainstream consumers, Americans, to buy a home. Okay, so just keep that in mind. The Senate committee tracked data on homeowners insurance non-renewals at the county level from all 50 states, provided directly by insurance company between 2018 to 2023. It covers 249 million policies over the 6-year period, according to the committee. and track non-renewal data for nearly 24 insurers that represent about 65% of the total market. Which about when you have a non-renewal, when a person or when a buyer try to buy a home or have an existing home, an insurance company refuse to renew the insurance company, renew the insurance policy. What you're going to have is when you try to refinance the house, when you try to buy a house without any kind of insurance, right? Then the lender are not going to issue that loan, right? That's too risky. Does it make sense? All right. Again, please like, subscribe, and comment on this video. All right. Furthermore, yeah, all this issue is an early sign of market destabilization. Wow, there's a mouthful. So we see an early sign of market destabilization. Wow, fancy word. So the non-renewal phenomenon was not confined to states such as Florida, California, and Louisiana, which is called, quote, canaries in the coal mine, end quote. Canaries in the coal mine. All right. Not only that, the committee also states that many regions in the country have similar weather-related issues that are impacted by insurance, such as southern New England, parts of Montana, coastal and inland North Carolina, coastal regions of New Jersey, New Mexico, South Carolina, and even Oklahoma, among others, that are not far behind, the committee says. As I mentioned about the lenders, this is even more devastating. If the lender is the Fannie Mae lending guidelines, or when they underwrite mortgage loans, it could influence them. It could influence the lender's willingness to offer mortgages. That is a total devastation. Don't you agree? Please comment below, right? Because all those area, all those geographic location, which I just mentioned, if the mortgage lenders are not willing to underwrite those mortgages, it'll devastate those whole market. People cannot afford to buy a home without a loan, without a 5% down payment, 10% down payment, or whatever, right? If the mortgage lender refuse to underwrite the loan, one would have to pay cash to buy a house if they don't have it. If there's a non-renewal of insurance, that is a total housing crash, which a lot of people have not anticipated. So the insurance industry and the state and local, even the federal level, had to come up with a solution that will find a way to reset the insurance policy or situation. Otherwise, this will devastate the housing market above and beyond the other areas that we are facing that could impact the housing market. Okay, let's finalize it. Since the Federal Reserve began raising interest rates in 2022, housing and mortgage affordability have become serious impediments for prospective homebuyers. Moreover, existing homeowners who locked in ultra-low mortgage rates during the pandemic often are unwilling to relinquish them, which is another version of quote lock-in effect, end quote, which I'm sure you heard of already. It's just finally, the supply of new homes has been constrained ever since the housing crisis of 2008. We're talking for the past 15 years, there's a shortage of homes available in the marketplace, coupled with the historic low rates that people are locked in. So the current homeowners, 40% of the current homeowners, they don't even have a mortgage. Their mortgage is free and clear. They could be okay, right? But the rest of the homeowners, like 80% of the mortgage holders, they have mortgage rate below 5%. So they're sitting pretty. They're not going to sell their home to buy at 3% mortgage rate to upgrade to buy a new home at 7%. That is, actually numbers wise, that just does not make sense, right? So lack of supply of inventory, and then the insurance crisis and all that can have a lot of tailwind, if you will, moving forward beyond 2024 as we move into 2025. There's another terminology this article came up with, which is climate inflation. Okay, we heard of inflation. Now there's a new buzzword, is climate inflation. Yes, we are facing climate failure to deal with climate change is also affecting whether families can even get homeowners insurance, which threatens their ability to get a mortgage, as I stated throughout this video, right? Which spells trouble for property values in climate exposed communities across the country, not just Florida, not just coastal Atlanta coast, not just whatever. Okay. So so this crisis, which I just spoke with, is potentially can cause a lot of harm moving forward. So anyway, so my takeaway with this is that, again, it, we need some kind of solution. Various agencies have to work together. The insurance industry and builders have to build nice homes that can withstand this kind of weather related issues, which they're doing that pretty good. And again, so yeah, this insurance crisis is a very big event. So again, my takeaway is that there must be a solution coming from the insurance industry, the locals, the level of every neighborhood, every county, every city in the climate affected areas of the country. Not just that, in other areas also, there's a lot of this climate change, not just this year and the next few years, but way beyond the foreseeable future. If this kind of issue is not resolved, it may affect the housing market. It may cause housing prices in those areas, in those climate affected areas, as we mentioned, to go down in value. How much? I don't know, 5, 10, 15, 20%. It may cause a housing crash. I know this is not a doom and gloom situation, but what are your opinion about what I just said? You agree that all the issues we just talked about, the lenders issues involved with underwriting homes in this weather affected area, is it going to be a problem? What do you think? You think all these insurance prices, if the insurance company does not renew a particular homeowner's insurance policy, what's the consequence of doing that? So please share your comments, and I would love to hear them. Other than that, if you will receive any value from this video, again, please like, subscribe, and comment on our video. And also, if you have not already done so, please put your email at the bottom of my website and register into our newsletter so you can become a free member of our real estate investing community. You can become a free member of our several thousand investor community, so you will learn about risk investment opportunities all across the country. Whether you're a newbie or experienced risk investor, you can benefit from learning to get some free educational content every morning coming into your email inbox. You can learn about not only risk investing opportunities, but the weekly housing market update that I provide. Thank you so much, and for watching, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.